Hey guys, quick video about Crohn's and the keto paleo way of eating and how it worked for me and how it affected me and if it might work for you. So, quick backstory. I was diagnosed with Crohn's in 2015. I was back and forth to the hospital, as many people with Crohn's will tell you. I believe my Crohn's was stress related. It was there, but I believe it was brought on by stress. I went in to the hospital back and forth, was put on prednisone, and changed my diet. I went from eating whatever I wanted, kind of. I was eating healthy. I was eating like green smoothies, and I was doing I was lifting weights and things like that, so I was kind of focusing there. So I went from eating what do you call it, more of a healthy way, and then I was like, well, maybe I need to change my diet. So I went to a more vegetarian, vegan way of living, took dairy out. That didn't work for me because I couldn't eat beans, and beans did not agree with my gut, and grains did not agree, they still don't agree with my gut. So I was doing some, what was it called, forks over knives. I was kind of eating that way, and I remember I was at work one night and my stomach was just cramping and I was throwing up. Fast forward, I went back to the ER. They were going to send me home because they didn't know what to do with me. For me, I had a GI at that time. I was like, no, call my GI. Tell him I'm here. Tell him, please just tell him I'm here. And they called him and he was like, keep her. They admitted me. Everything was just inflamed. My belly, my belly was all inflamed. It looked like I was like 5 months pregnant. They showed me pictures, and I don't even know if I have those pictures anymore, but they I don't keep things, but whatever. They everything was very much inflamed. So yeah, I got surgery, resection. So they took apart the area that was inflamed for me was the ileum. So they took a part of my small intestine and a part of the large intestine that connects to that part. So after they did that, I went home and felt a million times better. I didn't have any issues or anything like that. I got pregnant about 3 months later. I was put on Humira. I did put me on Humira. I didn't like Humira. When you have Crohn's disease, they tell you that your immune system is like fighting against itself. I'm the type of person when I was younger in school, I could never stay home because I didn't feel good, because I didn't catch colds. As an adult, I didn't catch colds. If I did, it was like a little sniffle here and there. I have a little congestion now because I got like whatever. Anyway, so when I went on the Humira, I got like these hives on my arms. They're not there now, but they were like hives, and people would ask me like, what's that? And I was like, Humira. And I was like, how do you know? They were like, you're not a doctor. I was like, I've been living with myself all these years and I know what my body does, and I will tell you that the Humira is doing this to me. And the doctor put me on the Humira because of my body, when the way that the Crohn's affected it so quickly. It was such an advanced case, from basically 0 to nothing. Even though I don't think it was 0 to nothing, I think it was just kind of, you know, creeping on in there, and then it went bam, it got me. So anyway, yeah. So I had a bowel resection. They took basically then they put me on Humira. I got pregnant. I did research, and I know I've heard of people staying on Humira while they're pregnant. Me personally, I just felt like I didn't want something I was taking to affect my babies. I was pregnant with twins, and that made it a little bit more like like it's 2 of them in there, and when you're pregnant with twins, it's always feel like, oh my gosh, you like proceed with caution. So I was like, no, I didn't want to do it. I took myself off, didn't tell my doctor. Yeah, he still don't know to this day. Anyway, I did, and I was fine. Fast forward to, I didn't have any flare-ups. I don't have any flare-ups, but when I do eat more babies are 1 year old, I'm nursing them. I nursed them fully for a whole year. I'm nursing them now. I nurse them about a few times a day now. And I've noticed that my body is now, like, if I eat something bad, when I say bad, I mean processed, meaning cookies or too many of them. I have one cookie, I'm good, but if I eat like a bunch of them, then my body's like, what the heck? So anyway, one reason I went on the keto diet and the keto / paleo diet is because I wanted to lose weight. But while I was on it, I noticed that like I was not even aware that I had a intestinal system. I think when you have bowel issues, you're always like thinking about your intestines. And with the eating this way, I never thought about it. There was like me with like nuts. If I eat too many of those, I noticed that my body was like looking gassy. But besides that, nothing. So this video is to shed light for me. Everyone is different. What I think a diet like this helped my gut, is helping my gut, and I, for that reason, want to continue eating this way, because I love that I don't have to think about my stomach. I'm not on any medication at the moment. I will be able to see a GI soon, probably in like September. I'm going to schedule something after my kids go back to school, just to see exactly what's going on inside, just to have a better picture, literally, of what's going on. But I feel a lot better eating on a keto diet. And I know there's people out there that are like, I tried it and it didn't work for me. What I will say is this: anything you do differently, especially when you have bowel issues, the first few days are going to be hard. I mean, with anything, anytime you switch up your diet, like you might get a headache if you're taking sugar out. So I would say give it a little bit of time, a few days. Now if you feel like, if you're like at a place where it's like, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad, don't do it. But like I said, for me, I had the surgery. So for me, eating this way has been the best way. In other ways I have tried to eat, I should preface this by saying, I think I said I did vegan. Vegan for me did work, but nutrient wise, I don't eat beans. So I was consuming a lot of soy, and I just didn't want to go down that road because you hear all the things about soy. I didn't do that. And then I was like, well, pescatarian will work. And I did that actually while I was nursing my babies, because I needed the nutrients. There we go. So I did pescatarian there. So I was eating fish, but I was eating a lot of veggies and fruit. And then like Starbucks came into my life, and I started eating all those like drinks, but I did with almond milk, but still, and I needed something to curb the sugar back again. Like, I need the sugar out my life. So that's how I was introduced to eating. I wanted to do a type of elimination type thing. I did Whole30. Whole30 didn't work because of all the, and then meat, I didn't care for meat, but whatever. So that's why I feel like that worked for me. Now some people may be like, well, it was this, or did you do this, or did you try this? Maybe it wasn't that, maybe it was, I don't know. I think in a ballpark of boiling everything down to one, I feel like it was basically the processed foods. If I could be honest with you and anyone else would be, it was the processed foods that my body just does not care for. I can make food at home that is similar to something outside, and my body will feel better than me eating it outside. I'm very monotone. But anyway, yes, so to sum this up, because I'm about to go into 10 minutes, I feel like try it and see how you feel. Basically, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But just sharing my story about what happened with me, and yeah, that's it. I hope this video helps you. Leave a comment down below if it does. If you have any questions, I will answer them to the best of my ability, from my experience. And click the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want more videos like this. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.